Now, like there is a separation of church and state, there is supposed to be a separation of campaign and super PAC. But a pro-Clinton super PAC, correct the record, run by David Brock, who is a Clinton ally, went after Bernie Sanders this past week in a pretty aggressive way, comparing him to Hugo Chavez, the late Venezuelan leader, essentially saying he's this far-out communist, socialist, crazy guy. Bernie Sanders took offense and then does what every good politician does, immediately started raising money off taking offense. In his fundraising email, he says it was the kind of onslaught I expected to see from the Koch brothers or Sheldon Adelson. It's the second time a billionaire super PAC has tried to stop the momentum of the political revolution we're building together. If Hillary Clinton is saying publicly she's not worried, are her people?
I don't think they're worried in the sense that they think that Bernie is going to be the nominee, but they are worried that he's someone who can draw a very clear contrast with her, and he's someone who can really appeal to a big segment of the Democratic Party. And it also is difficult to figure out how exactly she goes after him. That's going to be her big challenge.
Yeah, that's the big challenge. I talked with some of her advisors this weekend and was really pressing them on what are they going to do. Are they going to go aggressive against him? Are they going to call him out? They say no. They feel like Bernie Sanders supporters essentially like Hillary Clinton in the end, and folks I've talked to seem to match up with that. But they think it would only just backfire on Hillary Clinton if she goes at Bernie Sanders. So it's not something they really plan to do.
But will she say publicly that no super PAC that says it speaks in her name should spend a dime going after Bernie Sanders? Will she say that?
I mean,
probably not.
Yeah, I don't think she'll
Probably
say that.
not.
Yeah. But I also don't think they like. You know, I talked to them about. You remember when Claire McCaskill came out and said this guy's a socialist? They very much didn't like that. They don't think it helps their cause. They feel like if they run their race, really rely on this Southern firewall that's all about African American voters, that'll be helpful to them. She's going to be on Tom Joyner on Wednesday, African American voters there, and she'll be in Louisiana and Arkansas on Monday.
It is an interesting argument for the fortress frontrunner to make that if we lose Iowa, we won't like it, but it's okay. If we lose New Hampshire, we won't like it, but it's okay, because then we go south and we have all these races where you have either a majority or a plurality of African Americans. Texas is African Americans and Latinos. But on paper, that's right, that those states are better for her institutionally. She has all the endorsements, she has the infrastructure. But can a Clinton, who had all this money and the whole army in her port, lose the first two states?
She could. It depends on how you're looking at this. If it's all about, can she win the nomination and grind her way through, I suppose so. But senior Democrats, including Democrats in her campaign, when they're being honest with you, would tell you they're really freaked out. They're really scared. And not that Bernie Sanders is going to be the nominee, to your point. But can she stand up against a credible Republican candidate after going through a grueling nomination process where she's undermined her credibility through her own actions? And if somebody like Bernie Sanders can win Iowa and New Hampshire and force her into a long fight, then how she can be able to stand up to, and even if she then wins the presidency, if she can be able to lead this country after running this kind of campaign. Smart Democrats are worried about both those questions. Can she win the nomination? All three. Win the nomination. Can she become president? And if she's president, can she be a credible leader? They're worried.
She has publicly said if the Democratic National Committee wants to add more debates, I think 6 are on the calendar right now. If they want to add more debates, I'm fine with it. And a lot of people in her campaign actually think those debates would be good for her because she looks more.
They don't believe that.
They don't believe that. All right, great. They're just saying that.
They don't want
the Democratic chairwoman. She's under pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah, lots of pressure.
And I've spoken to Sanders people. They can't wait for these debates. They think the minute they can get college students tuning in, Democratic rank and file voters, they think Sanders has not run a negative campaign about the emails. He's avoided being negative on anything except issues. They think he can connect and make the case that he's the post-Obama Democrat that Democrats really want.
So if Hillary Clinton wanted more debates, she'd have more debates.
Is it? Well put. That's why you're a good writer. Well, declarative sense. If she wants more debates, there will be more debates. We'll see.